Hi there! In this video I would like to talk about what I find to be the 8 steps that you go through when you're trying to exercise your self-acceptance. When you're trying to accept that you are gay or that you are bisexual, or actually really anything about yourself. Maybe if you're trying to accept that you have depression, or if you're trying to accept that you have bipolar disorder, or that you self-harm, or that you have an eating disorder, anything. So yeah, to me the 8 steps that I experienced and that I know that other people have experienced too are denial, suppression, discovering, dealing, organizing, admitting, embracing, and living. I'm gonna go one by one and try to explain what's on my mind. Number 1, denial. When you deny, it means that you kind of know that something is going on, but you don't really recognize it. You know that that thing that you are doing or you are feeling kind of has a deeper motivation about it, but you don't really accept that this is happening to you, or that you are this way. So you deny what you're feeling because you kind of don't want to admit to yourself, or you are not ready to admit that you have that thing, or that you are going through something, or that you feel like something. Number 2, suppression. You know that you are feeling something, but you don't want to be feeling, or you don't think you are ready to feel it, so you suppress it. You put layers and layers and layers of other stuff on top of it, so that you won't feel, or that you won't have to deal with it. Simply because you don't feel you're ready, or you think that you have more important stuff to deal with, or whatever. You just suppress it, suppress it, suppress it. Naturally, one thing leads to another on these 8 steps. And you try to discover yourself. You try to, little by little, step by step, you try to go in the direction of what you're feeling, trying to discover what it is. Number 3, discovering. After a while that you are suppressing and denying, you kind of start to wonder what that is. You kind of get tired of suppressing, you get tired of denying, and you kind of want to know why you feel like that, or what is that you are feeling. Because of that, you try to discover. You try to discover yourself, or what you are feeling, what is the nature of it, where it comes from, why, all that stuff. You try to understand what is going on. You try to go beyond the denial and really see what you have, what you're feeling. Number 4, dealing. So that is probably one of the most difficult parts of accepting yourself. It's dealing. It's not easy, especially when you spend most of your time suppressing and denying it. It gets really hard to deal with something that you deny for so long. It gets really hard to recognize and deal with it. So you kind of have to get used to the idea that you are not what you thought you were, that you have something that you never considered really to have. So dealing with it, it's not easy, and not everyone gets into that mindset at the same pace. Some people take 10 years to recognize that they are gay. Some people take 2 weeks. It's kind of a very personal thing to everyone. Number 5, organizing. What is that organizing thing? When I say organizing, I mean that you are organizing your thoughts in your life. Why? Because when you deal with something, when you deny it for so long and then you have to deal with it, you notice that there is no more room to suppress it. Things change, not only in your mind but in your life. Our body language, the way that we talk, people that we like most, people that we like least, the way that we react to stuff. All this is based on what we feel, and if you are feeling something, even if you are suppressing it, or if you are not dealing with it, or if you are denying it, it will show. So when you are organizing, you are trying to actually make 1 + 1 = 2. You are trying to understand why you were feeling that way all the time. After you accept the idea, when you deal with it, you have to organize because things are all over the place. Number 6, admitting. So this is also a really complicated part, because not everyone likes to admit. After years of all those steps and you're finally into the admitting step, you kinda get blocked. I got blocked. I knew that I was bisexual. I knew that I had to admit it, but I didn't want to admit it. Just because I didn't thought that my life would be as I like if I admit to myself that I am bisexual. Number 7, embracing. When you're trying to embrace who you are, or how you feel, or what you have, one of the most important things is to fully admit it. The good and the bad part of what you have or who you are. Sometimes you can deny, suppress, discover, deal, organize, admit, and not embrace. Some people know that they are gay, and until this day they still have misconceptions about gay, about who they really are, even though they might think that they understand it all. So it's kind of a long-term thing to be embracing, to be loving yourself. It's that kind of self-love, self-care that you kind of, with the time, you learn how to embrace. You learn how to love yourself, how to admit that you have something and deal with it, but also love yourself for it, even for the bad stuff, because that's part of who you are and you kind of are stuck with it. Not that you can't change, but some things aren't to be changed. Some things just are. Number 8, living. I'm not sure if I'm on that part yet, but I'm kinda tasting it little by little, and it's something really good to be living the real you. So living, in this case, it has 2 different ways. When it's something about sexuality or your gender, it gets really good because you can actually be true to yourself and love who you love and date people and satisfy curiosities and all that stuff. When on the other way, if it's something about mental health, if you are sick of whatever, PTSD, self-harm, eating disorder, whatever it is, you kind of have the hard thing to be dealing with what you have, but you also, by living it, you get closer and closer to be on your recovery and to be fine and to really enjoy your life. When you exercise your self-acceptance, you are much happier, and you can love better, and you can live better, and you can be happier, and life gets another meaning. Subscribe to my channel because more videos are coming, and feel free to use the comment section down below, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.